Today I'm so excited to share with you my first new pen of 2026. It is a Benu pen, which feels very fitting since I have really got a Benu obsession, we'll say. And this particular pen is really meaningful for the new year for me. And so I wanted to wait to open it with you guys until we reach the new year. Even though I did buy it as a Black Friday splurge, it was only $100 on Atlas at the time. And this is one of the Benu Talismans. And in case you guys haven't really picked up on the Benu talismans, they are really unique pens. They're inspired by folklore, mythology, and that type of thing. And they infuse the symbolic material in the pen itself. So you actually have some of whatever element it is. And I know there's quite a few, but this particular one is Moonstone. And Moonstone is a really cool, I don't know if it's a crystal or a rock. I think it's a crystal. And it played a part in a lot of different cultures. And it was thought to bring balance of both body and mind. There's also some love connections in there. And it's just a really cool pen. I like the way it looks. And the Talisman, up until recently, were the only Benu pens that you could get with a stub nib. So I decided for the new year, new changes and everything, I had just tried a stub nib that a friend had given me and found out that I absolutely found them amazing. They're a great way to transfer your writing from just ordinary to that calligraphy touch pen use that sometimes we associate with fountain pens. But before we ink it up and try it out, let's look at what's in the box. So you always get a large converter. It does take a standard international converter, and that's what's inside the pen itself. You get this little piece of paper, and this tells you all about your new pen, the basis of the myths that it was built on. And you can see here that inspiration and substance added to the material of the pen was moonstone, and that the spiritual and cultural symbolism, balance, intuition, enduring affection. So I just felt like it was really a good way to represent my year and the direction I want to go this year. So you get that, and then you also get the standard, here's how you care for your pen. And that's all that's in here. It is a smaller pen, especially compared to some of my other Benus. So just to give you a size comparison to other Benus that I happen to have. Now this first one, I think matches it pretty closely inside, and this is the Benu Astro Gem. The Astro Gem is a little bit more funky shaped. This is a little bit more streamlined, but I think they're roughly the same size. And then we also have the Benu Briolets. I think these are a little bit shorter, just a bit, and they don't post, where I believe the other, like the Astro Gem and the Talisman and the Euphoria, will all post. That kind of gives you a size idea. For other pens to compare it to, this happens to be on my desk. So this is a Pilot Custom 74, and it's a tiny bit shorter, but they're in the same ballpark. This does feel a little wider around, but that about, gives you an idea. So as far as the design itself, you have this like milky pearlescent material here. That may be the Moonstone. I'm not 100% positive on how they infuse the material, but you have that in this area. Then it kind of transitions to this really light translucent blue material, and has silver finishes, which I think is really great. And we also have some holographic glitter in there, but it's not like the whole pen isn't glittery, unlike some of my other ones. And I kind of like that for this. It's not quite what I would think of as, a standard office pen, but it's also not like a disco ball. You know what I mean? So inside here, it is a screw off cap, and to show you posting, I tend not to post my pens, but you can, and I think the balance feels pretty good. And then inside here, we have a Benu nib. It does have the Benu on it. It should have the stub. It says 1.1 right there because that's the size of their stub nibs. And these are Schmidt number 6 nibs. So if you are so inclined, you can do your, I know some people switch out the nibs and things like that. Although these nibs tend to be really, really good. They're very wet writers and just have a smoothness to them. And then you can screw off this portion. Now I have heard, because this is all acrylic, that you can eyedropper fill these pens and have a much bigger reservoir if that is something that you're inclined to do. The thought of cleaning that really doesn't appeal to me. So I'm not inclined to do that. But in here, you see, we have another, this is your standard converter in here. It's again a SMID and pretty large, so you have a pretty decent pen capacity, at least for me. And I feel like these are, I don't know, they're just really well made. The price point isn't horrendous. I do know Benu just went up in price, so I'm not exactly sure on the current price point of this particular pen. It might be around the $150 mark now. And I think they are a great bang for the buck, honestly. And they're so pretty. All right, I went ahead and inked up my new pen. I'm so happy with it. I did put a poll on Instagram and let you guys choose because I couldn't choose between these 3 inks, which was Diamine's Glacier, Linen Toolbar's Blue Sky, and Wearigle's Little Mermaid. The Diamine Glacier won by a landslide, and I'm actually really happy that it did. It allowed me to use up one of my samples, so I've already started my whole goal of using up what I have. So I love that aspect. As far as the grip section goes, there is a step down here. It's not sharp. You do have the threads here, but they're far enough back that I don't even notice them when I'm writing because my grip tends to be more towards the tip of the pen. It really depends on your grip. I usually have one finger that's kind of resting underneath everything, and I don't know. I've never really thought about my grip too much, but it doesn't bother me at all. It's smooth to undo and redo. You can see that ink in there. The flow is really nice. I haven't had any problems at all with it. And let's do a little writing together. So I really do love this pen, but let's see, the quick, oh, I forgot the part. Quick. I'm just going to do that portion, and then we'll do these. You can see a little bit the line variation there. It is hard though, so we have nice thick downward strokes and very thin horizontal strokes. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to pull over a ruler, and we're going to make a line both horizontal and vertical. I'm going to start with the vertical. And I have a device for measuring width that I think would be really cool to do with this pen, just to see what the difference is. So those are our line widths, and I'll tell you what they are. I'm assuming this one should be a 1.1, but we'll see. I don't know what the other one is supposed to be, and it'll be cool to see the variation. I'm really, really enjoying this pen. It's so fun to write with. It gives you that calligraphy type flair. Even when you don't really know calligraphy, I'm sure if you do, that you could make it even cooler. And it just is an amazing pen to write with. All right, let's use our little guide and see what we can figure out here. So for our horizontal, think that we're probably a 0.3 there. Somewhere between a 2.5 and a 3. This feels like it mostly covers it, but I think that's closer. And then for our vertical line, okay, that's a 0.9 there, and that's a 1. I think the 1 is more accurate. So, and that would be a 1.2. So maybe that 1.1 would fall between those. So I think that's pretty accurate. So let me know what you guys think. And if you guys have a stub nib, do you like it? I'm totally loving it. And I love the fact that even though I thought it was going to be way too big for me to fit in this, you know, grid, I can still make it fit and it looks really nice. Yes, it's a thicker line. It's going to be bolder, but it still works. All right, that's everything I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about this pen. I'm so excited to have it in my arsenal and to kind of have it as my pen of the year, to embody everything I want out of the year and kind of manifest some of those things. I'm definitely going to be using this to do some journaling and looking at different things, but it's just such a pretty pen. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if you have a stub nib. I'd love to hear what you guys think of the stubs. And until next time, I'll see you real soon.